Hi folks, here we are again for another episode of Facebook in 5, and today we're going to be looking at ad setup. So we're going to be going into our business manager, and if you don't already have a business manager set up in Facebook, simply Google how to create a business manager in Facebook. And let's get on with it. Facebook in 5, ad setup. Alright, so what you see here is actually the view of my Power Editor. Now there's two types of views you can look at when you're creating ads. It can either be Ads Manager or it can be Power Editor. So here, Ads Manager or Power Editor. I prefer Power Editor when creating the ads, but Ads Manager when I'm breaking down the metrics and the data to go into those ads that I've created just to find out what's working and what's not. But when it's creating, I always use Power Editor and Ads Manager for when I use the data and looking at what's working and what's not, breaking down demographics, etc. Alright, so starting off, we have three levels: campaigns, ad sets, and the ad. Campaigns is what you basically hold all your information under, which are these two here. So we're going to create the campaign. Now, what I'll normally name it as is, first I'll say what objective I'm going to use. So if I'm running an objective for any one of these, that's pretty much what I'll start. So as an overview, I can just simply see what I'm doing. So lead generation is going to be the go. Now, we'll name it the objective, so we're going to go lead gen, and it's also going to be basically what my overall objective is. So for me, I'm going to run an ad for my company, and we're going to call it just SEO, and it's going to be Gold Coast. Sometimes I might do Australia-wide, but this one's going to be specific to the Gold Coast. Lead gen, SEO, Gold Coast, and what else could I tell about it? We're going to put in an age group, so we're going to go, this particular one is, you can do this at ad set level, but we'll just do it at campaign as well. So we'll simply copy and paste over. So 35 to 55, and we're going to go male and female, and 25 miles, which roughly equates to about 40 kilometers. So we're going to copy this because we're going to call that ad set as well, and we're also going to call that for my ad. See, ad sets is where you can create different versions and different variables. This is where you could actually go, you could have Australia and then different age group, different demographic, and different locate, or how far you spread. But for this particular exercise, we're going to keep it all generic, and we're going to start by now saving that to draft, and that's going to create the whole ad essentially without anything else to do. But now we have to see here, you'll see one ad with errors, so obviously. So we're going to change the campaign setup, fine, that's great. Ad sets now, we're going to go in, and we're not going to do $20 a day. I always suggest just trying to find your niche. We're going to go $5 a day starting from tomorrow. That way it optimizes for the whole $5 and not just $3 or $2 that Facebook will try to do, and it skews and warps the metrics. So you want to be able to start it tomorrow, 12 a.m. So that's going to kick off first thing. So the whole $5 is going to be optimized for the whole day. Not going to do any audiences here, but we are going to just look at the Gold Coast for this particular ad, like we first stipulated up here. Now, a little trick, I've found that Facebook actually likes, see how it's automatically selected where it's going to do. I've got all this area out here though that I'm not really going to reach, but a little trick is to drop the pin literally right next to where they've got theirs, but I'm going to come in a little bit. And now I'm going to change this to 25 miles. It seems to optimize just a little bit better. Look, some might say it doesn't, but I find that it does. So 25 miles is literally roughly around 40 kilometers. So just the Gold Coast. Now, like I said, I'm going to do 35 to 55. That's generally my demographic for people interested in SEO and my services that I like. And both men and women languages. Now, I just want people who speak English, so English just UK and US, so we're just going to go English all. That way, people who don't speak English aren't going to see my ad, and it's not going to optimize, it's not going to show those to people who it's wasting my money. So as you can see, with just that, we've got a reach of 200,000. It's quite a large number. Don't pay too much attention to this green, red, yellow. What you want to try and do is you want to get as niche as possible. doing a area like this in only 40 kilometers is pretty niche anyway, and especially being age and gender specific. But what I'm going to do is I am going to go even one step further. I'm going to look for people whose interests are search engine optimization. Now this is where people come unstuck. You can see here I've got search engine optimization interest, job title, employer. I'm not looking for people who are like me whose job is this or this, but probably people who are interested in search engine optimization, because business owners might actually be looking, I need to get my business up on Google or something to that effect, and they want to improve their SEO or their search engine optimization. So I'm just going to go interests, search engine optimization. You can see that's brought it right down to only 2,900 people, and with the budget that we're spending of $5 a day, it is only going to reach 170 to 430. So roughly, what's that? That's about maybe 10 days. 10 days, it'll probably see all these people of the 2,600. So 10 days spending $5. We should be able to know within 3 days whether the ad's working or not. So that's the ad set there. So we're just going to go down. We're going to move it away from Instagram. I've found that it doesn't convert as well. And this is edit placements. Also Facebook, just going to have it in the news feed. And we've gone just over the 5 minutes, so we're almost done. Now leave all this stuff alone. Any questions that you may see and you don't know what to do, obviously leave them below. Leave me a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer. And what we're going to do, that it looks pretty good. Okay, so now onto the ad itself. So obviously you've got an error because we're missing a lead form, because our objective was lead gen. Now Facebook has its own platform that people can just literally have their details already pre-filled. So we're going to choose a lead form that I've created before, and it was just our test form. So basically all that does is allow them to put in their name, email, phone number, and I've got a question in there that it was my own that I asked. And you can create your own lead form just by simply clicking on this button here. Now my call to action is going to be learn more, because it's not as confronting as apply now or maybe sign up or subscribe. People don't necessarily want to jump straight into, well, they might not know who I am, so they might want to get a bit more information. Learn more is a soft sell. So now we're just going to put in the text, and it's going to be up in here. So for me, it's SEO. Always lead with a question. Get people asking within their own selves and get them to say yes or anything, just an interaction. How would hundreds of new visitors change your business? So it'd be great. So now what we're going to do is do the same. I'm just going to copy this one and put that as the headline also. So as you can see, our ad over here is changing. So we've just gone over the 8 minutes. I apologize. And now we'll learn more. That is pretty much it, other than the picture. Now something that's not so confronting. This obviously you can see cuts out, so we're going to put a new, because it already pre-filled that picture for me. I don't want that one, so we're going to change that image. Go to stock images, and this is the best thing, search engine optimization. There was a good one that I saw, this one here. So this one is going to invoke emotion like, yes, driving. It's going to drive sales. You can see it's going up with SEO, so we're going to choose that one. And we're just going to crop it. So make it, see how that's cut off there? We're just going to make sure that we press this, make sure it's looking good. There we go. So now that'll change. Also, make sure you're telling people what to do. Register your interest by clicking learn more below. Now what that's going to do is tell people what to do next. And sometimes we need to be told what to do. So let's just do that. Now that is an ad and it's targeted. Now I'm actually going to run that, so that's actually going to be running on my website, and for $5 a day we're going to see how that one goes. Now after we've done, we're just going to go review draft. Yep, all looks good, and that's us. That is Facebook in, well, just over 5 minutes, guys. If you've got any questions, let me know, message below. If you liked, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.